Great wrist shot.
Gathered up again by Braun. The Germans continue on in their own end. Pitching it to Petrovic. Puck is thrown to Dove but falls. Gets it in the corner. Right near the goal stripe in the corner to Kucherov. A shot. Not able to do that well. Glides along the line. Swept on to Dove but falls. Save! Both of them got all of that one. Terrific determination by Finn. The Prowlers are moving the puck in the defensive zone. Picks it up back there. Snapping a pass to Kucherov. Steps in from the neutral zone. Slid to Wild Wing. Enormous hit. He's crushed.
I once had a coach tell me, hit or be hit. There's an example of getting yourself into the game.
Washington's in control of the puck in the defensive zone. Right-winged to Venberg. And glides on through center ice.
The best part about a game like this that is played with great pace is the coaches can't stick their thumbs into it and slow the game down. There's no time for meetings on the bench.
Terrific hit slowing them down. Twist one. Oh, a save there. Oh, my. That one was way wide.
Oh, he was trying to be too cute with that shot. You cannot miss the net that badly.
Good, solid defensive play with the stick. Read that play in his own end. Good reach there. The puck heads to neutral zone. And look, it's just like a magnet. Everybody goes there. Gathered up by Finn. Washington's got possession along the boards. Propelled to Braun. Pitching this one to Schoenmakers. Thrown in by Braun. The Prowlers are lugging it back through the defensive end. Cuts off that pass in the attacking zone. Smart recovery by Anderson. Venberg's heading out of the defensive zone. Did what he's paid to do. The Germans are carrying it in their own zone. Moving it to Kucherov. It's probably noisy at the bench, but Ray can hear us. You're on, man.
Washington's forward set up almost in a triangle. The first two players will chase the puck down, hunt it until they get possession, and then they're looking to the slot to pass it to the shooter.
Loose puck, the defense got in the way there. That was a big hit.
If you can move the puck quickly, you can move it around the physical contact. But if you hang on to it just a little bit too long, you're going to be on the back end of a hit because it's been that way all period.
First period is in the books. Perfection on the part of defense and goaltending. Challenges ahead for the offense when we get to the second. First period has been played. Second period about to start. A look ahead.
Not a lot going on in that first period, Doc. Not a lot of shots on goal, but sometimes you got to tip your helmet to the defensive teams with the way they're able to defend. From the offensive point of view, they got to get more shots to the net.
And he dumps it in. Lets it go. That's a marvelous save.
You got to think that's a game-changing save there.
Puck free, roadblock by Wild Wing. Smart recovery by Braun. Has that one and holds. Solid, clean win. Germany's looking to head man up the wing. Lets it go. Takes his pass from the goalie. Good stick work, and for that reason, it's a chance for the offense. The Prowlers are controlling in their own end. He takes that pass right off the left wing. Washington's in possession as they travel in their own end. Gains that offensive line. Great defensive move. Outstanding body contact.
Oh, he's been looking for that hit all night.
Fantastic poke check. Score! Finally, we have a goal. The Germans have taken the lead by 1. What fork in the road are we headed for with this face-off? And they've won the neutral zone face-off. You win that, and you don't have to chase. They chase you. Passing one off now to Broad. Picks it up in his own end. Puck loose, couldn't get through. Bumped, loses it. Can he beat him here? He scores! Germany's got their second goal of this game. There may be more. They've been heavily out shooting the opponent. It's a face-off win. May not seem important in that territory, but they have possession. Trying to go to Broad. Directing that one to Petrovic. Looking to Schoenmakers. Nice steal there by Anderson. And now it's directed to Petrovic. Pass attempt to Broad. Pitching it to Dove McFalls. The stick can break up a play, and it just did. Puck is thrown to Broad. Snapping a pass to Dove McFalls. Great save. Nice work by Anderson. Long lead pass to Venberg. Didn't handle it very well. Free puck. Gathered up again by Wild Wing. The Germans starting back in their own end. That one comes right on his stick. Not very long, but good. Oh, broke it up. Into the end of attack. Lets it go. Oh, he had a great chance to shoot there, and he did, but it was answered by the glove. Good setup off the win. Lets it go. Save. On to Dove McFalls. Kucherov's. He scores! Far down. Germany's built a 3-0 lead. We are in the latter stages of the second period. They have a huge advantage in shots on goal. How could you think this is going to go in a different direction? Chip to Petrovic. That puck is loose. A good defensive play. Pitching this one to Wild Wing. Right near the line. Can he keep it going? Braun's carrying it back in his own end, hoping for neutral ice. A successful clear. The Germans control the play in the defensive zone. Nearing the last minute of this middle period. And they've got it again. Germany's continuing to probe up the wing. Cleared it out of there. Play halted. Icing. Might be something coming up here.
He has been looking for this for a while.
Lets it go. 2 periods are in the books here. And the books could very well have some perspiration stains on it by now because these teams have worked pretty hard. But still, a third period is ahead. 2 periods played, 1 period ahead. What are your thoughts so far, Eddie?
Germany's coaching staff, Doc, told us before the game they wanted to get off to a good start, and they have in a lot of areas, especially on the scoreboard. They are well in control of this game. Let's see how they play it the last 20.
A shot. Terrific save. Terrific opportunity.
The goalie makes himself look big.
Taken over again. The Germans skated up on the side. And the pickup. Joseph's tripped up. That should be a penalty. Kucherov's going to the box. It's a tripping minor. The Prowlers are getting their first power play crack of the game. The tie-up. He needed help, and he got it. Wild Wings going after the goalie, and I cannot imagine why.
I agree with you, Doc. There had to be something that happened a little bit earlier to see this player act like this.
Under 3 minutes off the clock in the third. There have been 3 goals in this game. They've all come from one team. Moving it to Dove McFalls. The Prowlers shifting gears back in their own end. And that one is cleared. More time off that penalty clock as they drop back and wait for another rush. Lets it go. Got ironed with the shot. Laid on to Wild Wing. Puck held near the point. Great job in his own end with that interception. Can he make him chase it? The Germans have us back at full strength because the penalty has been killed. What a tremendous hit.
When you step up like that, that stops all momentum through the middle of the ice.
And now we'll get the penalty call. Germany's 2-minute penalty is for holding. Washington's power play gets another chance to operate. Hasn't been effective yet.
They didn't take advantage on the power play earlier in the game. Let's see if they can jump on the board here.
Wonderful work done near the blue line. Collected by Braun. That one slung back out. Still more time on the power play, but less than they'd hoped. Couldn't get his way through. Passing one off now to Wild Wing. One-timer. At least he protected his goaltender. Wild Wings down again. He has been corked numerous times. Braun slashed. Ooh, that's going to be a penalty. Penalty called. They've shot down their own power play. The Prowlers are boxed for 2 minutes. The call is slashing. Off the face-off, he ties his man up, and so the puck goes to his team. Venberg's tripped, and a penalty should be coming. Petrovic's going to the box. A player hit the ice, and the call on them is tripping.
This power play is too predictable. They have to find a way to change it up.
I agree entirely, Eddie. Let's see if they prove us right here.
Man, I love 4-on-4. One guy makes a little stumble or a half a mistake, and all of a sudden you've got scoring chances all over the place.
Picked up. Brings a shot. That shot came from just 6 inches.
Seems like he was in too tight on the goaltender.
Venberg's tripped up. That should be a penalty. Whistle is blown, and the guilty party heads off the ice. Kucherov's headed to the penalty box. A minor for tripping. Joseph's dropped another draw, and it shows on the scoreboard. Got it back out of the zone. From back in his own end on this power play, it's taken by Anderson. Gets across, looks over his options. One-time blast. Terrific save.
The Germans have dominated much of this game defensively. They've denied shots to the net. Their goaltender hasn't had much to do, but he's been sharp on the relatively few chances he's had.
Hammers one, lifts one, save. Sends it behind the net. Down to the corner. Puck picked off. Schoenmakers is tripped up. That should be a penalty. Play is stopped, and now we'll hear the call. And this penalty will wipe out the power play. Anderson's going to the box, and the call is tripped. Took that right away. to Dove McFalls.
Dove McFalls has been a playmaking machine so far. He's got 2 assists. He's been fabulous.
Washington's organizing back in the defensive zone. Trying to go to Wild Wing. Oh, did he ever get mashed?
Better tighten up the brain bucket. Not afraid to get physical here tonight.
Tremendous hit. And the loose puck gets chopped away. Lots on that to Schoenmakers. He's alone. A great chance just got wiped out. Right in front. He saved it. Strong save.
That was a good challenge. Better stop.
He's done it again. That's another victory at the faceoff circle. Wild Wings slashed another player after the whistle. Looks like they might go.
You cannot swing your stick like that. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Solid win of the draw. Corral. Gets a little drop off from the goalie here. Washington's lugging it along in their own end, shifting gears. Pass ahead. Ooh, a collision. No luck on that pass.
The Germans would like to keep this donut on the board all the way to the end. Their goaltender has been outstanding, and they've had a terrific night.
A solo rush. No time to react. Didn't need it. Save. Fires and ring more bells on that one. One after another.
I thought the second was the toughest.
Just under 5 minutes still left in the third. It's a solid lead by a score of 3-0. Directing that one to Dove McFalls. This is icing. Defensive zone win. Looking to Dove McFalls. Gathered up again by Finn. And now it's directed to Wild Wing. Carries it on in from center. Pass attempt to Dove McFalls. Shoots! He scores! That's 4 straight. Germany's goal has staked them to an even larger. Whoa, now in the code, that means there might be something going on here. At least one guy's hot.
This is not the first time we've seen this in this game.
The Prowlers are skating it back in their own end. Finn's trying for the neutral ice. Back in his defensive end to get it. So we're into the last minute. All is academic here. Pitching it to Wild Wing. Brings it in for an attack. He's right in front. Skill play by Anderson. Puck is thrown to Wild Wing. Loose puck due to the play by Anderson. Quick wrist shot. Turned away with the stick. Couldn't do what he wanted. Wonderful play by the defense. Snapping a pass to Wild Wing. Free puck off a defender. The Prowlers with possession in the defensive zone. Nice pass right up the gut. In the slot. That puck was obstructed by a screen. A giveaway. Throws it. Just missed the net with that one.
That's going to happen. There's not a lot of room there. He just missed the shot.
The buzzer sounds. Prowlers lose this one, and by a larger score than they won.
Back to the video room. A lot of work to be done after that game.